FAM's Afternoon Drive with Chris Walker.
Well, we meet again. And by we, I don't mean you and I mean myself and Lisa Behrens. Lisa, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk to you about the first wedding show that Fort St. John is going to have in over half a decade. It's been 6 years since we put off the last one. And we've got another one coming up. Tell me a bit about it.
We do. It's going to be happening on January the 19th of next year. So make sure you get the right calendar to mark that.
Yeah, it's going to be on a Sunday.
It is. And it's going to be at the Pomeroy Hotel and Conference Center.
Now, if you've ever been to one of our job fairs, if you've ever been to the Pomeroy for a larger event, you know exactly where it's going to be. If you don't know where this is, you're going to be in for a treat because we have both rooms booked. We're talking not just, a bunch of vendors and exhibitors, which we'll talk about in a second, but we also have a large runway that we're going to have. And we're going to have like an actual fashion show. Well, more than one. We're going to have a couple.
Yeah, we're going to have the wedding dresses, of course, because all brides want to see wedding dresses.
Of course.
And we're going to have... So we'll have the wedding dresses, let me go through my head, and then we're going to have the wedding party.
Yes.
And then we're going to have prom.
But when we talk about the wedding party, we mean the dresses for what would be the ladies and even suits for the men. We're going to have men in our fashion show here as well.
Yes.
And then you heard right, prom as well, because we know that January is not exactly prom season, but it's close enough. And at this wedding show, not only are we going to show them off, they are going to be available to buy.
Yes, we have the bridal collection from Grand Prairie joining us this year. And so she's going to be bringing a whole bunch of stuff for all to see.
Anything that we show you will be available to purchase, but that's for people who are attending. We're going to get into this over the next couple of months with door prizes, and we're going to have little baggies for the brides, and we're going to have tickets on sale relatively soon. But more than that, right now we're looking for exhibitors. What kind of exhibitors are we looking for?
Well, anything that is wedding related, basically. Like we want flowers and we want venues. How about somebody that can create the invitations?
I love that.
Right?
Customized wedding gifts. Every time I've been a part of a wedding, never mind, I've gotten these little toys, these little trinkets, the engraved pocket knife for one. I've got a couple of wine glasses. I mean, if there's something that you do, and we're not just talking about big businesses or larger venues, like sure, we're talking about the Pomeroy, or sure, we're talking about the Flower Hut. All of those things make sense when it comes to a wedding, but like
small-based, home-based businesses, like something you do in your basement.
And there are 3 different types of exhibitors, I guess technically 4 that you could sign up for. We've got the larger booths, which
10 by 10,
or the
8 by 8.
8 by, I wasn't sure if it was 8 by 10 or 10 by 8, however it is. So 10 by 10s are the big ones. 8 by 8s are the, we'll call them smaller ones. I mean, it's still 8 feet by 8 feet. You still get quite a bit of room. We have the tables for people as well, for these smaller businesses. And the other thing that you could do is you can still sponsor this event. And this will get you a bunch of other bonuses as well, including addition to advertising and posters and this, that, and the other thing.
Yes, and we also have a website which is up and live right now. Mm-hmm. So you can go to FortSt.JohnWeddingShow.com.
We talked about this off air. We were having this issue. Is it CA? Is it com? We had to type it out. FortSt.JohnWeddingShow.com.
Yes.
And what can people see there right now?
Well, currently you can click on the button to register if you want to be at the event to share what wonderful things you can provide for such weddings.
DJ services, photography. I mean, if it has to do with a wedding, if you can squeeze yourself in there at all, hey, we are going to welcome you to it. Tickets will be on sale shortly for the brides and the visitors.
Correct.
We're not quite there yet, but right now that call out to any and all exhibitors, if you want to take part, if you want to be a part of this, please sign up. If you have questions, you can always give us a call as well at 787-7100.
Yes.
Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. That's a good start to this. I know that you and I and the other announcers I'll be talking with will be back again in a couple weeks to share more stuff, and check out the website because we'll be updating it as we go.
There is so much that is going to be at this event. Like we say, door prizes. There's going to be little loot baggies for the brides, a giant wedding show. We're going to ask for volunteers, and we're going to have food, and it's going to be so much fun. Lisa, thank you so much for coming in. We always appreciate seeing you.
Thanks for having me.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 10421